Hello, everybody, and welcome to this crystal gazing video for the collective. This is the end of August, it'll be the beginning of September time in 2025. And I have titled this Crystal Vision for Humanity, Messages of Light, Peace, and Awakening. And so I have the image up like I normally do when I'm doing this. And I've circled everything kind of in black so that it can be more helpful as I go forward. And so I just want to go through what I'm seeing and then we'll unpack everything as I go through about what we see here on the image. Okay, so at first glance, the first thing that I saw straight off was this giraffe spreading from the middle of the crystal ball to the top, from the top and the bottom. If you can see this, this is a giraffe, a head of a giraffe, and then he's got his neck going down here, and his legs kind of come out there a little bit out of the side. It's not a normal looking giraffe, but yes, it is a giraffe. And he has a shard of light coming out of his nose area, right up at the top, at the tip of his nose. And then I saw this thing overlaying it was like an overlay. Okay, so if you're looking at this circ from here, you'll see this one where I have the shape going around like this. And it comes up like this. Don't look at this other one yet. And in here is like a night sky, and you have the northern lights right around here. The northern lights are coming down. And then there is a meteor shower, and another meteor shower. And that's kind of what I saw coming down. And then underneath here, um, is kind of, it looks like a whale. There's a whale right here with his mouth open, and in front of him, this is the body of water, and in front of this whale's mouth is a hoop with one of the meteor showers coming through it. I feel like it's a hoop of like a portal or something, and he's trying to eat up the hoop or take a bite. And then there's also a being, like a blue galactic type being flying down, looking like they might go through the hoop to be eaten by the fish. I don't know. And then over here, in this part right here, I see what at first, when I first looked at it, it looked like an Andara, the Andara crystals. I just want to go over the history of an Andara. Um, their composition is fascinating. Their monatomic Andara crystals were first discovered in 1967 by an Indian medicine woman named Lady Nellie. These crystals are found in land rich in Ethereum, or ORME, orbitally rearranged monatomic element type of substance that appears as a gray, powdery material. The ORME elements are unique in that they exist in multiple dimensions simultaneously, making them inherently multidimensional. What makes Andara crystals so powerful is not the glass itself, but rather the ORME it contains. Unfortunately, many fake Andaras are sold on the market. These imitations may look similar, but are simply melted glass. The best way to determine if your Andara is genuine is to hold it in your hands. A true Andara it'll speak to you as it has a tendency to communicate with its owner. Each Andara works differently, but they are generally known as connectors. When I say speak to you, I mean that like when you start working with it, it'll start talking to you in like meditation kind of thing. They form a network that spans across the planet, creating their own energetic grid. For over 40 years, grid channelers have placed Andaras around the world at sacred sites, creating a beautiful, multi-dimensional grid. Each point in this grid connects to others, and if you hold an Andara, you can immediately access the network, no matter where the other Andaras are located. By owning an Indara, you become part of this multidimensional grid, taking on the role of grid channeler, sharing crystalline light in service to humanity. Your participation is essential in the upcoming shift towards the next golden age. And Indaras only surface in areas with high energy vortexes. They have been found in private land near Mount Shasta in Northern California and around diamond mines in South Africa. They come in various shapes, sizes, and colors and are especially effective when combined with Lemurian quartz crystals. Together, they can help facilitate various healing and spiritual practices. And I actually have an Andara inside my water bottle. I don't know if I can get it out without making a big splash, but I have a blue Andara inside my water bottle, and I also have a Lemurian crystal in my water bottle, and I also have a Peter site because I was guided to put a Peter site into to help me because I'm going through some stuff and that will help me. So like energizing your water with an Andara or along with a Lemurian crystal can help you so that you're drinking high vibrational, multidimensional. You're kind of drinking in this ORME, this monatotic salad that's inside of this. I'll take a drink. Okay, so that's what it looks like to me was an Adara at first. And then I realized that it was like the Andara morphed into um, what looked like a person flying, like a being flying, and this is in their hand. There's like a sword, a golden light sword in their hand. So it's an Indara, but then it's also a person. Okay, like like a guide or something, and they're right next to the neck of the giraffe. Okay, and then there's this very strange looking creature over here. It I kind of went out like this. It looks like a duck, like the mouth and the head of a duck, and then it morphs into the body of a dog, which almost looks like a golden retriever type of a dog, backside of a dog or whatever. So it's kind of like a hybrid type of animal. And up here next to here, I found it was like a window. You can see it. It almost looks like a Polaroid an old Polaroid picture, but I kind of also felt that it was like a window. And you can see there's like these blue beings that have come out of the window right here. And then there's a dove of peace over here on the side. Oh, and up at the top, let's see if I can get that. Up at the top, there we go. There is, it looks like there's like a being holding the giraffe's head. Okay, so that's what I saw in the crystal. So now let me just kind of like unpack this and go through the symbology of what I see in the crystal. So let's take the giraffe. The giraffe is a bridge of realms. The giraffe stretches top to bottom, connecting heaven and earth. Giraffes are seers. They see far ahead with higher perspective, but remain grounded. This suggests humanity is being invited to rise into expanded vision without losing earthly grounding. The shard of light at the nose, the giraffe sniffing. It's like the giraffe is like sniffing, quote unquote, truth and light, symbol of discernment, smelling out the direction forward. And the being holding its head, the being that's up at the top, kind of holding the giraffe's head, is a divine guidance or higher guardianship. Humanity's head is being steadied so it doesn't collapse under the pressures of time. And then the aurora borealis, the northern lights, and the meteor showers. The colors are golden, red, green, and purple. If you can see in here, we've got like a little bit of red up here. There's a lot of golden, yellowy colors, and there's purple, and there's green up here, and then there's a lot of different hues of purple going through it. These hues reflect spiritual alchemy. Gold equals divine wisdom. Red equals life force and sacrifice. Green equals healing and heart. Purple equals transmutation and higher spiritual power. And so the auroras, as curtains of energy, this is what they feel like. They're curtains of energy, suggest the thinning of veils, higher frequencies streaming into Earth's field. It is also understood that these rays contain activations to help with our ascension. The fact that they appear in the crystal and that they are happening more frequently in the past year could indicate that the northern lights seen all over the earth could be a catalyst to help humans activate more light and is part of the change in our human anatomy. And then the two meteor showers, they're twin catalysts, disruptive yet awakening, events falling into collective consciousness. Meteors are like seeds of cosmic change. We have had a lot of meteor showers this month in August. So that is something that's been happening in our Earth. Okay, so now we're going to go down to the whale and the golden hoop portal with this little portal thing that I see down here with the whale. Okay, so, and also with this being, this blue being over here that's flying in, okay? So, meteor, so it's got a meteor inside the hoop, okay. The meteor inside the hoop transformation of destructive energy into gateway potential. What could burn becomes a portal. And then the whale about to swallow. Whales are record keepers of planetary memory. The whale consuming the portal shows integration of cosmic events into Earth's Akashic memory. And then the blue being swimming toward it. A galactic or star being entering through the portal could mean that consciousness from other dimensions are weaving into ours. We are becoming more than just a human collective, and from what I understand, when we shift into a higher frequency, we can coexist with other galactic neighbors. We are changing our anatomy, becoming more etheric and made of light, more crystalline. Because of this, we will have more freedom to travel to other planets with our light body and still exist in human form on the earth. Okay, now we're gonna go into the Indara light being and the light being with the sword. So being that it's an Indara and then also that it's like a person holding a sword. So first as a crystal, then as a being. This is the nature of multidimensional sight. What looks like mineral may reveal itself as consciousness. The Indara is known for existing in more than one dimension simultaneously. It could possibly be bringing through to this dimension keys and codes for the new Earth timeline that exists in other higher frequency worlds. The golden sword, symbol of discernment, truth, and the cutting away of illusion, suggests protection, but also activation of clarity for humanity. There is a need to use your discernment of what you are being told by others. There is also a lot of speculation in the spiritual communities right now as to how and when and who gets to move to the new earth, etc. Each person will evolve differently, and what is true for one may not be true for the other. Be wise with your inner truth and the information that comes through you. And then we're going to move on to this duck dog hybrid being over here. I'm just going to put the arrow. I'm going to leave the arrow right inside this part. Okay, so the duck navigation is significant. The symbolism is navigation of water, emotion, adaptability, and play. The dog symbolizes loyalty and companionship and service. Combined, a being that represents emotional support and joyful loyalty through strange times, even absurdity. It may symbolize hybrid solutions or allies that look odd but carry both grounding and adaptability. A sign to be more open to others who might be different from us. And then we move on to the window of beings. The window with the blue beings coming out of it, right? I'm just going to leave this inside the window. There we go. And you can see the blue beings that are kind of coming out of it. Um, it's a portal within a portal. Multiple entry points for star energy. So this could indicate that our Earth is like having portals that are in the sky or around the Earth where these galactic blue beings can kind of come and go. Blue beings, often linked with Sirius, Arcturus, or Andromedan energies, or can be more. Frequencies of peace, technology, and compassionate guidance. Their emergence shows collective contact accelerating. And then the white dove, which is down here. It's very tiny, but it's there. Um, Timeless symbol of peace and divine promise. Its placement near the hybrids and portals suggests that despite chaos or strangeness, the undercurrent is peace. And then the golden light and purple hues all around. So I just saw the whole thing, the whole the whole image has lots of golden light and purple hues all around it. Lots of it. So collective ascension colors. Gold equals Christ consciousness and unity codes. Purple equals transmutation, alchemy, higher frequency integration. The whole vision is bathed in these showing divine oversight through through turbulence. And then and then I have something that I found after I had kind of gone through this at the end, and I want to go through this. So there's another thing down here. It's a donkey. Here's his nose, and he kind of goes up like this, and his ear kind of flips up here. It's really kind of faint and really much in the background. Here's his eye, and he goes down like this, and here's his jaw. So there is a very faint dolphin in the background, or not dolphin, donkey. So I want to go over the dolphin or the donkey symbolism, but I need to come back. So I'm going to come back here. I just got to write on my paper so that I don't like repeat. Okay, so the donkey symbolism in spiritual contents is playfulness and lightness. Donkeys are often seen as humble, patient, and grounded, but a playful donkey introduces joy, spontaneity, and humor into a scene. In the crystal, this suggests that even amid cosmic transformation, portals, and intense auroras, the collective is being reminded to not take everything too seriously, to laugh, release rigidity, and embrace ease. So, like, even though all this is happening around our earth, because it is going on, to just not try to take it a little bit lightly. Persistence and resilience. Donkeys symbolize endurance and the ability to carry burdens without complaint. Placed under the auroras and the meteors, it may indicate that humanity is resilient, able to bear the weight of planetary changes, collective awakening, and spiritual evolution, bringing humility to cosmic events. Your vision contains powerful celestial and galactic imagery, giraffes bridging heaven and earth, meteors forming portals, whales holding wisdom, and blue galactic beings. The donkey reminds the collective that groundedness and humility are essential. Spiritual evolution doesn't mean detachment from the earth. It's about finding joy while moving through transformation. So, donkeys also have playful trickster energy. In many traditions, donkeys carry a light trickster energy. They can disrupt rigidity and patterns in a gentle, sometimes humorous way. This could suggest that some rules or structures in the collective narrative are meant to be challenged or reframed, inviting humanity to approach the shift with curiosity rather than fear. Okay, so I just need to come back here. I think it's just kind of like I just want to kind of like go over everything that we saw in here and put it into like a collective context. The giraffes studied because this is like things that are happening on our Earth. So, giraffe steadiness mirrors the global need for higher perspective amidst war uncertainty. Ukraine, Gaza, Ukraine, Russia, Gaza, immigrational upheaval in the United States, climate chaos that's happening all over the world. Auroras and meteors align the Earth, receiving strong cosmic energies, mirrored in real world solar activity and extreme weather through hurricanes, flooding, shifting poles. The portal and the whale echo humanity integrating galactic input with earthly crisis. The sword-bearing being suggests truth cutting during political deception and systematic unraveling. The duck-dog hybrid reflects strange alliances and unexpected helpers emerging politically and socially, so keep an eye out for that. The blue being suggests Star Nation consciousness pressing closer as humanity edges towards a quantum leap. And the dove, it symbolizes a fragile but persistent hope for peace amongst conflict zones. To take it into the context of spiritual evolution and a message for humanity, humanity is at a crossroads of perception. We can lift our gaze like the giraffe and welcome higher light without collapsing into fear. The cosmic influx, auroras, meteors, galactic beings, is activating portals, new pathways of consciousness. Some will resist, others will integrate, and that's where the whale comes in. Truth is being cut open with the golden sword, illusion shattered both personally and collectively. The odd hybrid ally shows that help comes in unexpected forms. We must embrace what looks strange or unconventional. Peace is seated beneath it all with the dove, reminding us the tragedy is towards harmony even if chaos swirls. And the overall golden purple glow is confirmation. These are ascension codes guiding humanity into the next octave. Okay. And then also we have to go through the donkey as well. The donkey's message for humanity. Even in profound change, there is room for play, laughter, and grounded persistence. The donkey is saying, trust the process, enjoy the journey, and keep your heart light as you ascend. So, in summary, the crystal shows humanity is held in a delicate, divinely guided process. The old world is cracking, meteors are falling, but portals are opening. Star beings and higher wisdom are flowing in. Even the absurdities and hybrids have purpose. Amidst it all, peace hovers like a dove, promising that the golden light is the true foundation beneath the turbulence. And then that brings us down to the end. I kind of put everything together, and I decided after I pulled everything apart and um, put it together to kind of do a message. So I just wanted to share this without all of the markings that I had all over before I do the channeled message. So I'm going to now read to you what I wrote in the channeled message that it's kind of like automatic writing. So I kind of wrote it down, and so I'm just going to read it now to you. Beloved ones, from the stillness of your hearts, you gaze upward. You are like the giraffe, stretching between heaven and earth. Your vision is being lifted beyond the horizon, so you may see with higher sight what your human eyes cannot yet comprehend. Do not fear the hand upon your head, for it steadies you, guiding your thoughts and keeping you upright as the winds of change blow strong. The skies rain with light. Auroras of gold, green, and purple pour into your world. These are the frequencies of your transformation: wisdom, healing, and transmutation streaming into your field. The meteor showers you see are not destruction, but ignition. Sparks falling to awaken the collective heart. Some will fall into the ocean of memory, to be swallowed by the whale of earth, who keeps the records of your becoming. Others will pass through golden hoops, forming portals through which new consciousness flows into reality. The blue one who swims through are kin from the stars. They bring remembrance of your galactic family, urging you to release the illusion of isolation. Their message is simple: you are not alone. As they emerge through windows in your sky, more of you will awaken to the truth that your Earth is part of a great web of life, woven across galaxies. At the base of the giraffe's neck, a crystal becomes a light being with a sword. This one cuts through falsehood, severing the cords that bind you to the old world of deception. Many of you will feel this as truth rising sharply within, an inability to continue in shadowed ways. Receive this sword within your own heart as discernment, as clarity, as courage. Beside you walk curious allies, forms that seem strange, a duck and a dog joined in one. They are symbols of unexpected companions who come to support you in your transition. Do not dismiss what looks unusual, for the new earth is born through diversity, through play, through the joining of qualities that once seemed mismatched. Beneath the portal, the dove awaits. She is the reminder that through all upheaval, peace is the seed at the center. Peace is not the absence of conflict, but the radiant choice you make in the midst of it. She calls you now to anchor that peace within yourselves, so it may ripple outward into your families, your nation, your nations, your world. Now, on a new presence emerged in the night sky, a playful donkey, is joyful energy weaving through the auroras and the meteors. This humble yet spirited figure brings a message of lightheartedness, resilience, and humility. Even amid vast transformation, humanity is invited to trust the journey, embrace play, and remember that joy is part of a spiritual evolution. The golden and purple glow suffusing all you see is the true signature of this hour. You are in the alchemy of ascension. Gold is your unity, purple your transformation. Trust these frequencies to guide you, even when human events appear chaotic. Beloved collective, know this: you are held, you are being guided, you are already rising. Keep your vision high, your roots deep, your hearts open, and the path of peace will unfold beneath your steps. We bless you in the golden light. We surround you in violet fire. We walk with you as kin of earth and stars. And so it is. I'm going to leave it at that. Sending you much love and light as you go on with your day.